Dear soul, I want to address something important with you today. Yesterday, you missed a sign that was specifically placed in your path to guide you, to help you navigate the coming year of 2025. This sign was not by chance, nor was it random. It held within it the power to offer clarity, to provide direction, and to shape the course of the year ahead. Understand that I never send signs without purpose. They are not mere coincidences. Each one is a message intended to lead you, to illuminate your path. This is why I speak to you again now, because I want you to recognize the importance of being aware of these divine signs. If you are truly attentive, type, "I am alert," to acknowledge that you are open and aware of the guidance I continuously provide through my chosen vessels. My dear child, I have always been with you, gently guiding, whispering to your heart, and showing you the way. But at times, the signs I send can be missed. As we transition from 2024 into 2025, it's essential to remind you that every sign is part of a larger plan, a divine blueprint that leads to the purpose I have set for your life. Yet, in the hustle and bustle of life, these messages may go unnoticed. You might be waiting for a loud, obvious sign, but my guidance often comes softly, through quiet moments within your heart and the subtle movements of the world around you. The sign you missed yesterday was not just a simple message. It was a guiding light, a beacon that could have shown you the next steps to take and the paths you need to follow as you step into the new year. It was a moment of clarity that could have helped you make the right decisions. However, I want to remind you that this is not the end. You are not lost. This is not a message to cause despair, but rather a call to pay attention now. There is still time to realign, to open your heart, and begin again. The way life unfolds is not random. Every moment, every challenge, every joy and sorrow is intricately woven into your unique journey. While you may not always see the full picture, each part has its purpose. The signs you miss today may lead to confusion tomorrow, but there is always a chance to rediscover the path. Do not be discouraged. As we move through this transition, the signs I send will become even more crucial. The coming year will bring changes, challenges, and new opportunities, and the guidance I offer will be more important than ever. It is essential to remain receptive to my voice, to be aware of the signs I'm sending, for these are not just passing thoughts. They are divine messages designed to lead you toward your destiny. The sign you missed yesterday was about the people in your life, those who are meant to remain and those who will leave. My child, not everyone is meant to continue on this journey with you. Some will naturally drift away, and it's important for you to understand that you need not chase after them. Do not try to hold on to relationships or situations that no longer serve the purpose I have for you. Trust the divine flow of life. Those meant to stay will remain, and those meant to go will move on. This is part of the unfolding of your path. I understand that it can be deeply painful to let go of people or situations you hold close to your heart, but I ask you to trust this. Only my will shall prevail. There is no need to search for those who are meant to leave. Your efforts should always be made with love toward others, but do not place expectations on anyone. Those who are meant to remain in your life will stay, walking with you through all the seasons to come. But do not try to force these connections. Do not seek what is not intended for you. Trust that my plan is always for your highest good, even when it's difficult to see or understand. The second sign I bring to you is a call to action. As you approach the year 2025, I urge you to step forward with conviction, faith, and purpose. You have been prepared through the challenges and lessons of the past 2 years. Now it is time for you to act. This is not a mere suggestion. It is a divine calling to move forward, to act on the wisdom you've gained, and to step into your purpose with clarity and boldness. The time for waiting has passed. The time for doing is now. I know you may feel doubts and uncertainties, but I assure you I am with you. I will guide you. I will direct your steps. Trust that the actions you take in the coming year will lead you closer to fulfilling your divine purpose. This is not a time for hesitation or second-guessing. You have been prepared for this moment, and now it is time to move forward with faith and confidence. I recognize that this may feel overwhelming. The future is often uncertain, and the road ahead may not always be clear. But remember, I am with you. I have never left your side. My guidance is ever present, and I am here to protect you and to lead you toward your destiny. Do not fear what lies ahead. Do not fear the unknown. Trust in the fact that I walk beside you and I will never leave you. As you step into 2025, know that I am preparing you for something greater. The challenges you encounter will strengthen you, and the changes that come will bring you closer to your true purpose. Though the journey may be difficult at times, trust that I am with you every step of the way. My beloved, I speak to you now with a heart full of love and compassion, for I see the path you are walking. I understand the weight of the burdens you carry, the questions that fill your heart, and the quiet moments when you feel uncertain about what lies ahead. Know this: I have always been with you, and I will continue to guide you, protect you, and lead you in ways that may not always make sense. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are not your thoughts. But I assure you, all I do is for your ultimate good. In every moment of your life, I am sending you signs. I speak to you in ways that may not always be immediately clear, through quiet whispers in your heart, through thoughts that feel right but are hard to explain, and through the events of your life. Even when you don't recognize them, I am always present, working in the background to guide and direct you, sending the signs you need to walk your path. As we move forward together into the future, I will continue to send you more signs, powerful, divine messages meant to protect, guide, and direct you toward your true purpose. I understand that it's not always easy to recognize these signs. You may question whether they are real or if they are just coincidences. But I assure you, nothing in your life happens by chance. Every meeting, every event, every moment is part of the divine plan I have set for you. Think for a moment of the story of Moses. When he was called to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, he received a sign in the form of a burning bush that was not consumed by the flames. To Moses, this was a mysterious and wondrous sign. He had questions and doubts, yet in that moment I spoke to him. I gave him guidance, reassured him of my presence, and called him to step into his destiny. Similarly, I am always speaking to you through the signs I send, guiding you, reassuring you, and leading you toward your destiny. Moses had to trust that the sign he received was not a random event, but a divine message. While he may not have fully understood the purpose of the sign at first, he followed it, and it ultimately led him to fulfill his calling. This is how I have worked throughout history. Consider Abraham, who was called to leave his homeland and journey to a land that I would show him. Abraham didn't know where he was going, yet he trusted in the signs I gave him. Though he didn't grasp the full extent of the promise I made to him, he believed, and because of his faith, he became the father of nations. Abraham saw many signs along the way, subtle nudges in his heart, divine interventions, and the words I spoke to him. Through these signs he was guided on his journey. My child, this is how I work. I send you signs in many forms. Sometimes they come as quiet whispers in your heart, thoughts that feel right but are hard to explain. Other times, they appear through the people around you, through their words or actions toward you. At times, I send signs through nature, perhaps the flutter of a bird's wings, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the soft touch of the wind. These are all my ways of communicating with you, guiding you, and showing you the path I've laid out for you. In the coming days, as you continue your journey, I will send more signs. These signs may not come in the way you expect. They may not be dramatic like the parting of the Red Sea or the manna from heaven, but they will be significant, small, quiet, yet filled with great purpose. These signs are meant to guide, protect, and lead you toward fulfilling the purpose I have for you. One way I will continue to speak to you is through the events and circumstances of your life. You may find yourself in difficult situations, facing challenges that seem overwhelming. But even in these moments, I will be sending you signs. You may not understand why things are happening, but trust that I am at work, shaping, refining, and guiding you toward the person I've created you to be. The challenges you face are not punishments, but opportunities for growth. Through each trial, I will send you the signs you need to keep moving forward. Think of the Israelites wandering in the desert after their escape from Egypt. Though they were freed from slavery, their journey was far from easy. They faced hunger, thirst, and fear, and at times they questioned whether I was truly with them. Yet I sent them signs, manna from heaven to feed them and water from a rock to quench their thirst. These signs weren't just miracles, they were acts of love. These signs reminded the Israelites that I was with them, that I had not abandoned them, and that I was guiding them toward the promised land. In the same way, I will continue to send you signs. They may not always be miraculous provisions, but they will always be meant to guide you, remind you of my presence, and lead you toward your destiny. These signs might come as opportunities, moments of clarity, or encounters with people who help you along the way. They will be woven into the fabric of your life, and if you are attentive, you will recognize them. Another way I will speak to you is through the stillness of your heart. When you take time to pause, to listen, and to be still, you will hear my voice more clearly. I'm always speaking to you, but the noise of the world often drowns out my words. In quiet moments of prayer and reflection, I will guide you. I will whisper my instructions to your heart and lead you toward the right decisions. That's why it's important for you to take time to listen, to seek my presence, and to be open to the signs I'm sending you. Recall the story of Elijah. While he was in the wilderness, fleeing from Queen Jezebel's wrath, he sought my guidance. He expected to hear my voice in a mighty wind, an earthquake, or a fire, but I didn't speak in those dramatic ways. Instead, I spoke to him in a still, small voice. It was in the quiet, peaceful moment that Elijah heard my words. Similarly, my child, I will speak to you in the stillness. When you seek me with all your heart, you will hear my voice and I will direct your steps. I will continue to send you signs in various forms. They may appear through the people you encounter, the lessons you learn, or the challenges you face. They may show up during moments of clarity or periods of uncertainty, but know this for sure. Every sign I give is meant for your guidance and well-being. I am always with you, always leading you, always protecting you. You are never alone, and you never have to navigate life's challenges on your own. I understand that there will be times when you question the signs, wondering if you are truly receiving the guidance you need. But hear me now, trust in me. Trust that I am always working behind the scenes, orchestrating the events and circumstances that guide you. The signs I send may not always be immediately clear, but if you trust in me and lean into my presence, you will begin to recognize them. Today I am inviting you to pray. I want you to learn how to pray, to speak with me, to open your heart to my presence, and to invite me into every part of your life. Prayer is the channel through which we connect, where I guide you and where my love pours into your life. Through prayer you will find peace, clarity, and the strength to endure. I know that in times of doubt and confusion, prayer may feel distant, and words may not come easily. But remember this, prayer is not about perfection. It's not about having the right words or following a strict ritual. Prayer is about the posture of your heart, your openness to my presence and your willingness to surrender to my will. It's about coming before me as you are, with honesty and humility, and allowing me to meet you in the deepest parts of your soul. Today I am teaching you the divine way of prayer that will bring you the peace, clarity, and guidance you are seeking. As you pray, I invite you to reflect on my words, to listen for the wisdom I offer, and to trust in the power of your connection with me. These are the words I want you to speak, not as a mere repetition, but as a sincere expression of your faith and trust in me. Heavenly Father, I come before you today with a humble heart, seeking your presence, guidance, and peace. I recognize you as the creator of all things, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. You are all-powerful, all-knowing, and ever-present. You are the source of my life, and I place my trust in you today and always. Lord, I know that you are near even when I cannot feel your presence. I trust that your love surrounds me, even in my darkest moments. I come before you now, not with fear or doubt, but with an open heart, ready to receive your guidance. Open my eyes to the signs you are sending, grant me wisdom to understand them, and give me the courage to follow where you lead. Father, I know you speak in many ways. You speak through the stillness of my heart, through the words of others, and through the events of my life. Help me to be sensitive to your voice, that I may hear you clearly and recognize your signs. Teach me to trust in your timing and your wisdom, knowing that your ways are higher than mine. When I feel confused or uncertain, help me to seek your presence and listen for your direction. I surrender my heart to you, Lord. I release my fears, doubts, and anxieties into your loving hands. I trust that you know what is best for me even when I cannot understand. Guide me in every decision, every step I take, and every challenge I face. Show me the path you've prepared for me and help me walk it with faith, courage, and grace. When I face obstacles or difficulties, remind me that you are with me. Help me to remember that your strength is made perfect in my weakness, and that I do not face life's challenges alone. Lord, help me to stand firm in my faith, trust in your promises, and rely on your power to overcome. Father, I know there will be times when I feel lost, uncertain of the direction I should take, or overwhelmed by the circumstances of my life. In those moments, I ask for your peace that surpasses all understanding. Please calm the storms within me, quiet my anxious thoughts, and fill my heart with the certainty of your love. Let your peace be a constant companion, reminding me that you are always with me, guiding me and loving me. Lord, I also ask for the wisdom to discern the signs you send. I know you speak in many ways, and sometimes your guidance comes in forms I may not expect. Help me recognize the subtle signs you place before me, whether they come through people, situations, or the stillness of my heart. Grant me the wisdom to understand the messages you are offering and the courage to act on them, even when it is challenging. Teach me to trust in your perfect timing, knowing that you are always working behind the scenes for my benefit. I pray for the strength to follow your guidance, even when the path ahead is unclear. When I am unsure, help me rely on your word, remember the promises you've made, and trust that you are faithful to fulfill them. Lord, help me to stay steadfast in my faith, to keep my eyes on you, and to walk wherever you lead. Father, I also lift up the people in my life to you. I ask for your guidance, peace, and protection over them. May they too hear your voice and recognize the signs you are sending. Open their hearts to your presence and help them walk in your will. Lord, help me to be a light to those around me, to share your love and wisdom, and to guide others as you have guided me. As I face the uncertainties of the future, I place my trust in you, knowing that you are in control, that you hold the future in your hands, and that you are leading me to a purpose beyond what I can comprehend. I surrender my plans and desires to you, trusting that your plan for my life is perfect. Help me follow your lead, trust in your wisdom, and embrace the journey you've set before me. Lord, I thank you for the signs you've already sent, for the moments of clarity, the opportunities, and the guidance you've provided. I praise you for your faithfulness, your love, and for the countless ways you continue to bless my life. Thank you for the people you've placed in my life, for the lessons I've learned, and for the strength you've given me in times of difficulty. I trust that you will continue to send signs and guide me in the days ahead, working on my behalf even when I can't see it. I thank you in advance for the continued guidance, wisdom, and peace you will provide. Lord, I ask all these things in your name. May your will be done in my life, and may I always walk in your light, trusting in your perfect plan for me. I surrender my heart, my mind, and my soul to you, and I thank you for the divine love you've poured into my life. I pray that your signs continue to guide me, that your wisdom leads me, and that your peace fills my heart now and always. Amen.